Welcome to Fun English Podcast.
Hello and welcome to Fun English Podcast, the show where we dive into the stories, ideas, and experiences that shape the world around us. I am Alex.
Hi, I am Sarah, and today I will be reading and exploring a suspenseful story.
Whether you are commuting, cooking, or just taking a quiet moment for yourself, welcome to the Fun English Podcast. In today's episode, we will dive into a chilling short story called The Box in the Garage by Jane Thompson. We will explore a suspenseful tale about a woman who begins to notice strange smells, locked boxes, and unsettling clues that make her question how well she really knows her husband.
I used to joke that my husband, Mark, was too organized to be normal. He liked things lined up, labeled, and sealed. Even his tools in the garage were arranged by size, and each one hung on a hook with its outline traced in black marker.
I thought it was cute, responsible, and safe. Until last month, it started with a smell. Something sweet and rotten, like fruit left too long in the sun. I noticed it one evening when I went to grab a screwdriver from the garage. Mark was still at work, so I figured that perhaps a mouse had died somewhere. I followed the smell to a metal box in the corner, and I realized I had not seen it before. It was heavy, and it had a padlock.
I laughed to myself and thought, of course it is locked, because Mark locked everything. And he locked his files, his drawers, and even his old toolbox. But that smell would not leave my nose.
When I asked him about it that night, he barely looked up from his dinner. "Probably something spilled," he said. And he added, "I will clean it tomorrow." He said it too fast, and his hand tightened around his fork.
He did not clean it the next day. 2 nights later, I woke up around 2 a.m., and I found his side of the bed empty. The sound of the garage door opening reached the bedroom, so I peeked through the window, and I saw him outside, dragging that same metal box toward his car. He looked over his shoulder once, and it seemed as if he could feel me watching. I shut the curtains. In the morning, the box was gone, and he said that he had taken it to the dump. The smell was gone as well. Then, the news on television showed missing women. Mark changed his shirt immediately after coming home, and he had faint scratches on his hands that he said he came from fixing the gate. He became angry when I asked where he had been last night.
Then, yesterday, while doing laundry, I found something in his jeans pocket. A silver locket, and inside was a photo of a woman I did not know. When I asked him, he smiled that slow, careful smile of his. "It must be yours," he said. But it was not, because I knew every piece of jewelry I owned.
He kissed my forehead before leaving for work, as he always does. I stood there staring at the locket in my hand, and I felt something cold spread through me. He will be home in an hour, and dinner is ready, and the house smells like rosemary and garlic. I have a spare key to the garage in my pocket, and he does not know that I copied it.
Oh, wow. This is really terrifying. I love how the normal, everyday parts of a marriage start to feel so strange and scary when a terrible secret comes to light.
Sarah, tell us the story you got.
All right, let's start. It was very late at night. Daniel was driving alone on a quiet road. The fog was thick, and he could barely see the trees at the side. Suddenly, he saw a man standing by the road. The man wore a long coat, and his face was hard to see. Daniel stopped the car and opened the window. "Do you need a ride?" he asked. The man did not speak. He just looked at Daniel. Something about him felt strange and cold. Then he nodded slowly. Daniel unlocked the door. The man got in without a word. The car felt colder. The man smelled like smoke and earth, and Daniel felt nervous. They drove in silence. The fog was very thick, and it made the road feel strange. Daniel wanted to talk, but the words felt wrong. Finally, the man spoke. "Do you know what it means to cross the line?" he asked. His voice was low and hollow. Daniel shook his head. "I do not understand." The man leaned closer. "If you help someone from another world," he said, "you cannot come back." Suddenly, the fog grew thicker, moving like it was alive. The car started to feel light. Daniel tried to hold the steering wheel, but his hands went through it. His body felt strange and light. He looked at the man, but his hands went right through him too. "What is happening?" Daniel cried. The man smiled a little. "You will see. You are leaving your world now." Daniel felt his body disappear. He could not feel the seat, the wheel, or the pedals. Everything was soft and empty. He was floating. He was a ghost. The man's voice came again. "Be careful. The road between worlds is very long. Some people never find their home again." Then the man was gone. Daniel was alone in the fog. He could not move. He could not speak. He could only watch the world he had known disappear. Daniel had helped a stranger, and the road had taken him forever.
Thank you for listening to today's episode of the Fun English Podcast.
If you enjoyed the story, please make sure to subscribe so you do not miss any future episodes.
Leave in the comments section which story was scary.